Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel iDeea. My name is Deea, and today I want to go over my June plans with all of you. And we're almost to the end of May, and so it's about time. I have been out of town. I have been busy with family things going on, and then I got sick. And I also had a birthday, and we had Memorial Day weekend, just all kinds of things that have been going on in May that have made it very, very busy. And I just have not found the time to sit down and make a video. And so today, that's what we're doing. We are making a video about June. So thanks for joining me. Let's get into my plans for June. Okay, so in June, oh, by the way, today I'm drinking this, it's like Ora Bora, and it's strawberry basil, and it's really good. It's just a sparkling water with herbal infusion, basically lemongrass, strawberry, basil, and carbonated water. So it's really delicious. It's warm outside. It's not hot, but it is warm. I'm puppy sitting, in case you can't tell. So I brought one of these with me to sip. So that's what I'm sipping today, not tea. So in June, I have a few things that I am going to loosely be participating in. And I say loosely because they are very loose things with the exception of one. So the one that is not loose is that I am going to be co-hosting with Christy from Dostoevsky in Space and Victoria from A Musical Bookworm. We are going to be hosting a read-along of the I think we're calling it the Tortallalong, which is the world of Tamora Pierce's books. And first one is Alanna. And we will be reading that for the month of June, talking about it at the beginning of June. I think we're having a live show, and then I think at the beginning of every month we're going to be having a live. So the first series in this world is the Song of the Lioness series, and Alanna is the first of those books. So we will be talking together about Alanna in June and reading it together as well. Tortallalong is going to take place over an entire year because I think there are a total of 12 books. And so we will be doing this and all the way through until next May or June. Looking forward to doing this with these ladies and having a discussion about them every month. It'll be fun. So that's one plan that is absolute. I will not be deviating from that. But then there is also the Read Your Bookshelf Challenge, and I think the prompt for June is bird, and so it can have bird in the title, it can have a bird on the cover, it can maybe the author's name is a bird, something that has to do with bird. So I'll be figuring that one out. I do have a possibility for that already, but I'll be figuring it out. Another one that is also a loose thing is Joy Reading June, which is being sponsored by Gemma from Gemma Books and Jack from Spread Book Joy, because this is something that Alice really wanted to do before she passed away, and she passed away before she could do it. And so this is a way to remember her and celebrate her life, and we are going to be doing Joy Reading June. And I think that's perfect because I love to mood read, and I always try to read only what is bringing me joy. And so that's my plan, is to keep it loose and keep it simply about the joy of reading. And lastly, the one that is going to be slightly loosey-goosey and slightly regimented is that I will be taking place in Tiffany's summer book bingo. I don't remember what year this is. Maybe year 4. And I have taken part in every single one that she has hosted. And I'm so glad when she continues to do this. So I'll put a graphic up on the screen here, I don't know which, and put a graphic up so that you can see the board a little bit better. But you have the opportunity to be entered into a giveaway with every single one of the bingos that you get on the board. And you can't repeat a book on any of the prompts on the bingo board. And I'll go ahead and link Tiffany's video for it below. But the theme this year is lemonade, and you can see I already have a lemon on the free space there. And I found some lemon stickers, so I'm going to be using those as we go through. But I'll go through the prompts after I share about the books that I have, and then maybe tell you where those books might fit into the prompts, okay? So first off, one of the books that I will definitely be reading is Chaim Potok's The Chosen, and this I will be buddy reading with Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading. It's my first time Potok, and it is my first buddy read with Kelly. So really looking forward to this. This is Chaim Potok's debut novel, and it is also his most well-received novel from what I have read. And I think it takes place with school-age boys, and that it's like within the school setting. And so other than that, I really have no idea about it, but I'm really looking forward to it. Another buddy read that I have is with Tiffany, and we are going to be reading Sarah Orne Jewitt's The Country of the Pointed Firs. Mine is illustrated, and it has this beautiful illustration right here at the beginning of Sarah Orne Jewitt. And so this is illustrated by Douglas Alvord, and it has a good amount of illustrations in it. It's not every single page, but there are quite a few. Sarah Orne Jewitt is from Maine and wrote most of her stories set in Maine, and I love Maine. It is one of my very favorite places that I have ever been, and I've been there a few times now, and I just love it. And so I'm really looking forward to this book. I was reading a little bit of the introduction, and the introduction in this book, I don't know about Tiffany's copy, but in my book, the introduction has a quote from Willa Cather, and it says, "If I were asked to name 3 American books which have the possibility of a long, long life, I would say at once The Scarlet Letter, Huckleberry Finn, and The Country of the Pointed Firs. I can think of no others that confront time and change so serenely." So, Country of the Pointed Firs with Tiffany. I was given this book by my niece. She gave this to me for my birthday, which was this month in May. And I am so excited. She absolutely loved this. And I've heard others on BookTube talk about this particular book. And everybody that I have heard say anything about it has loved the book. So I don't really know too much about it. It sounds like it's a Victorian clergyman's daughter, and obviously it has a dragon of some sort, even if it's a tiny one, which I love. I don't know anything else about it though. So I will be reading Wormwood Abbey by Christina Baehr. A couple that I had planned to get to in May that I did not get to. And I thought, well, I'm just going to roll them over because that way they'll count for summer book bingo, and there are places that I can put them on the bingo board. So Edith Wharton Abroad. I was going to start this and just read a little bit every night, and it had something that came in from the library, and I decided to get that read while I had it. And so I kind of pushed this off to the side a little bit. This is Edith Wharton Abroad, and it is excerpts from Edith Wharton's travel writings. And they are collected by Sarah Bird Wright. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't love Edith Wharton's nonfiction. I've said this or fiction. I've said this before. It is her nonfiction. This will be my first nonfiction by her, and that is what I am hoping to really love by her. But we'll see. And then Land of My Childhood by Claudia Lars is another one that I had planned on reading this month, but am going to go ahead and push to June. It's tiny, it's not going to take very long, and it's like semi-autobiographical, and so I don't know if it's considered to be nonfiction, but with summer book bingo, I usually fill out one of these a month. That's been my track record with summer book bingo, just because of how many books I normally read. This is one that could go on one of the boards for nonfiction, or it could go for something else. I don't know exactly what the book is going to be exactly. And then I have three that I think I might read because they sound good right now, at least. One of those is Keys of the Kingdom. I recently hauled this. You guys haven't seen it yet, but I want to see if I enjoy this book as much as I enjoy the movie. And this is a movie that I absolutely love. So this book has a lot of work to do in order to live up to that movie. The movie is about a young boy who has a lot of things that happen in his life that could make him bitter. And instead, he chooses to live this life of selflessness and incomplete service to other people. I don't know if he actually becomes a missionary, but we would call him that probably. But I think he's just like put in charge of a church that is in another country, in China. And so anyway, his best friend throughout childhood and into his adulthood is an atheist. And it's basically about their relationship, at least the movie is. And I absolutely love it. It's so amazing. So I hope that I love the book as much, but I think this would be one that I really want to read. Been kind of saving this for summer because it feels like it should be a summer read. Summer in Orcus by T. Kingfisher. And I love it. This has several birds on the cover. So there's a hoopoe, there's a goose, it looks like, all these little birds of different kinds. So this definitely would work for Chantel Reads All Days Read Your Bookshelf Challenge. This one, I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little duck right down there. So it's got a bird on the cover. Anyway, I think this would be wonderful to read in the summertime. I love T. Kingfisher's writing. Her stories 9 times out of 10 gel with me. I've had a couple that have been duds, but for the most part, they gel with me. I like them. And so I think this would be really fun. And then lastly, one that I think I'm going to be in the mood for that I would like to read is The Daughter of Time and by Josephine. And this is a mystery. And I think this is one of her many books about this inspector. And he is kind of laid up in the hospital recovering and decides to try to solve a case that hasn't been solved in decades, maybe centuries. I know several people that have read this in the last couple of years and have enjoyed it as well. So this is what I think I'm going to be in the mood for, so that I can joy read for June. So first prompt is a place you'd like to visit. That could be Sarah Orne Jewitt, because this is going to take place in Maine. It could be one of Edith Wharton's places that she travels to. That could be, if this is Orcas Island, it's definitely a place that I love to visit. So we could possibly do this also. So that's this one. The next one is a classic. I have a modern classic in The Chosen, and I have another modern classic in Daughter of Time. So either one of those two I think would count as classic, but I might pick up an actual classic. I have Edwin Drood that I've been wanting to reread, and it's fairly short, so I might do Edwin Drood. Wilderness or survival. This could be wilderness, possibly. There could be some survival parts to this. I don't know if maybe Land of Childhood might be wilderness survival. I doubt it. Okay, so I'll have to figure out one for that if I can't find it ahead of time. Book in a series is going to be Wormwood Abbey. Debut novel, that could be The Chosen. I think this is her debut novel, so that could be that. I don't think any of the others are debut. Then we have one-word title. I don't think I have a one-word title here. Unless I take the article off of The Chosen and just go with Chosen. I don't think that counts, though. I'll have to figure that one out. Nonfiction, I have 3 of those at least 3 if I think that if a semi-autobiographical, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This could also count as a classic. It was first published in 1958. Yeah, it's a memoir. So it's nonfiction as well. Ocean, that could be this one, because if it's Orcas Island, it'll be close to the ocean. That could be this one, because Maine. This one, because I'm pretty sure that she's going to be traveling across ocean in order to get to some of those places. A library book I do not have yet, but Alanna, or the next one in the series, will probably be a library book. So over 500 pages. I don't have one of those on my list yet. A short story or a novella, I don't have one of those on my list yet. A friend recommendation, that could be this one, because this was given to me by my niece just so that I would read it. That could be this one. Several people have told me that they really enjoyed Daughter of Time. So that could be either one of those. I don't have enough on my pile to fill out an entire board right now. So they're going to be ones that I have to find to add to it. And then the next one is a reread of a favorite. I don't have a reread on here yet. Although if I am going to reread Edwin Drood, that could count. The shortest book on my TBR might be, this might be one of them. This one is 96 pages, so that might count. I guess that's kind of a novella too. So that might actually count for novella as well. Yellow on the cover. There are several of these that have yellow on the cover. This one has quite a bit of yellow. This one has yellow. This one has yellow. This one has yellow. So that'll be an easy one. I have no problem with that one. Vacation or travel, again, several of these would work for that. Flowers in the title or on the cover. Do I have any of these with flowers on them? I don't think there's flowers on any of these. Lots of leaves on this one, but no flowers. So I'll have to figure that one out. Outside your comfort zone, I don't have one of those yet. Sci-fi or fantasy, I guess this one is kind of fantasy. And this one might be, I don't know. She does write fantasy quite often, so we'll see. A popular book, I don't have one of those. Refreshing, who knows which one. And new to you author, that could be Chaim Potok. I've never read him before. That could be A.J. Cronin. I've never read him before. And then set in summer. And I'm not going to be positive about any of these being set in summer until I get into them. But since summer is in the title on this one, I'm assuming this is going to be summer. We'll see. Like I said, I don't have enough to fill out the whole board, but I usually do fill it out. So there you go. June plans. It's a long video, you guys. Sorry about that. And I hope that you all are enjoying some nice warm weather and seeing some flowers blooming. And we finally are. It's taken a very long time. It's just been literally in the last 3 or 4 days that we've started to be able to not wear jackets and just wear our shirt sleeves. And in fact, I walked over here today. I'm puppy sitting in case you can't tell. And I walked over here today without a jacket. It was so nice. So anyway, that's everything. I hope that you see something here that sparks your interest, and I'll keep you posted as far as like what I decide to read, and I'll be definitely posting on Instagram the bingo board as I fill it out. So if you want to follow me over there, my handle is down in the comment box or down in the description box, and I would love it. Just come on over. That's everything from me. I hope that you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you again in another video very soon.